The Vikings are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Nighthawks coming in at 4-0, going up against the Saints, who come in at 4-1.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Fresh set of downs here. Play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, fighting off the defender. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Anthony coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Second down, Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action now, Bradford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll make it third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on second down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Bradford now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's taken down here by the Saints. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Dalton departs due to injury. And it's A.J. McCarron that's summoned from the bench to replace him. McCarron to throw on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun snap for McCarron. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They go play action. Now Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Here's Bradford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play for the Saints on third down. 52 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
The motion man here, Fleener. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Bradford. Left side and caught by Fleener. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing. Dalton. Throw left side complete to Ross. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Blitz coming And down he goes. Stephon Anthony in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Bradford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Bradford now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Shifts by him. Oh, now he bowls him over. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Eifert, the man in motion. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is Bradford. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's third down. From the gun, Bradford. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Eluding the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move, He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now they run with Mixon. Room here to run. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards on the ground. They'll run here with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. To Dalton now. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Fairley in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Dalton. And able to find Green. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Dalton, 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Anthony getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And 10, Bradford. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Stephon Anthony in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense.
And he loses the football a second time. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Oh, good move. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout.
That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. 12 yards to go on third down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
You headed up a group of investors to potentially buy an NFL franchise. Now you have one. Why'd you want to be an owner so bad?
You